Alrighty, and here's the video review for the Kamen Rider Double Fang Memory. As you see, Fang is a dinosaur. He is not just the standard little gaiamemory. He's a little animated dinosaur. And he first showed up in Begins Night, as Philip and Shotaro were escaping the organization's building, where he'd been rescued. And it shows how they met, and that Philip was apparently behind the Orraito, as the organization calls him. It was actually the one creating the Gaia memories, which is why they're having trouble making new ones in the TV series, and that comes up around episode 15 or 16, I think. And you get into that right around the time that Begins Night is set. There's clues in the series, like they're saying, like, oh, the Skull Man showed up, and like dead people are walking around, like in the actual TV series, that kind of hint at what happened in Begins Night, so you know about when the movie is supposed to take place. But he first showed up as Philip and Shotaro are escaping the building, and it's actually and here's a spoiler alert. So if you don't want to know it, stop reading. It's not a huge spoiler, but it is a spoiler for the show. So I'll wait a couple seconds if you want to skip ahead about 20 seconds. Anyway, so yeah, the interesting about Fang is that when Fang memory is used, Philip is the one who actually becomes the physical form of Double, and Shotaro passes out. So if you've been watching the show, you know what that means. It's just kind of, and I wish they had done a little bit more with that. Like, it was just kind of taken as fact, and he's like, okay, and doom to doom, and it happened. And I think it would have been funnier, not funnier, but like I think it would have had a bigger effect if it had been something that happened, like either on the series or even in the movie. If it had happened where they both go to use their memories and Philip's using Fang, and without knowing what was going to happen, and then Shotaro passes out. I thought that would have been a more dramatic reveal of the fact that Philip becomes FangJoker. But you know, that's nitpicky and beyond the point, because that's not how they did it. Personally, I just think that would have been cooler. But it's still cool. FangJoker, at least at this point in time, right around episode 20, Axel just showed up. I know they eventually go on to be the Cyclone Joker Extreme, and then in the movie, the Cyclone Joker Extreme Gold, or Gold Extreme, or whatever. But as of right now, FangJoker is often referred to as Double's most powerful form, especially by Nazca. And there was just a great moment with him and Nazca, but we'll get into that later. Right there in episode 18, I believe. But anyway, on to Fang memory. Now, and he protects Philip, because he shows back up in the TV series, and Philip's afraid to use him, because when Philip uses Fang memory, at least at first, it's basically Philip on like a feral, just pure rage, which is why he's so powerful. And in the course of, and it seems like in the course of the episode where he first shows up in the actual TV series, Shotaro enters Philip's mind and manages to find him in the library and calm him down. And it seems from that point on, at least as often as FangJoker has shown up in the episode since then, that Philip actually does not just fly into a blind rage. He's still super powerful as FangJoker, but he learns to control it. Basically, it tempers the rage inside of him. So that's cool. And also, like I said, Fang was missing. They were looking for him, trying to find him, because Nazca was attacking and wanted to fight the FangJoker form, because that was his, at the time, Double's most powerful form. And he's like, it's not a victory if I can't fight you at your most powerful. So they're looking for Fang, and eventually when they're fighting, I think it's the bird memory, because some teenagers had gotten a hold of the bird memory and were sharing it. Basically, like, Philip just, instead of like ducking a thing, like one of the Dopants attacks, and instead of ducking or hiding, Philip's just like, no, I'll be okay, and just stands right in front of the blast, and sure enough, Fang comes flying out and stops everything and lands in his palm. So even though he was hiding, he is technically he's kind of like a little hidden protector of Philip, which is kind of cool. And he's a cute little dinosaur, and he makes little roaring noises. And you see the blue glow there of the Fang memory. Now, like I said, also he does, and it also comes with this special Joker memory with a picture of like the cartoony Shotaro from the opening credits. But we'll show off that in a minute. Actually, we'll show off part of it right now. And the thing is, when you push the button, unlike the regular Joker memory, which just says the Joker, like it does on the show, this one says Ikude Philippa, which basically means if you translate it directly, it means "go in, Philip." But in the show, it's often translated as, and in context, it's often meant as "Let's go, Philip," which is kind of cool. But that's all it says in this particular mode. And we'll go ahead and use this one in the memory. When you plug it in, it does make the standard Joker noises, and we'll get to that in a minute. Now, in the show, Philip, when he goes to use Fang, he pretty much just kind of grabs him and goes and smushes him flat, and then just kind of smacks this back, and the memory flips all the way around out like that. Now, on the toy, you actually have to manually flip the head down. It doesn't automatically do it like it does in the show. And there you can see there's the Fang memory right there. It's roughly the same size as a standard Gaia memory. It does fit in the belt, but it's attached to the whole dinosaur skull, which is really kind of cool. He just says Fangu as you push him in. And then you pop him in. And then, yeah. And that's cool. That's Shotaro saying, so count up your crimes, or sins, as it's translated in some of the later episodes. But I just thought that was cool. So you do the transformation, and it automatically goes into the sound effect of the, so count up your crimes. I think that's cool. Now there's a little jaw here that flips around. And again, on the show, it just kind of automatically, you just kind of see it do it by itself. You have to do it manually on the toy. You can do it before or after you flip it down onto the belt. But in the show, it's actually, he holds it just like this, plugs the memory in, and then when he flips it down, the jaw just kind of automatically flips around by itself there. Now he's got like a dinosaur skull with a horn out here in the FangJoker mode, and then when you touch it, he's got 3 different blades. One that shows up on his shoulder, one that shows up on his arm, and one that shows up on his down on his leg for his ultimate mode. And like the arm blade usually shows up first, and then the shoulder blade becomes a boomerang that he throws at people. And then, like I said, the leg blade is like a bigger blade that he uses for the Fang Strizer, which is where he just kind of gets up in the air and does like a tornado whirlwind attack, and the blade just takes out the bad guy. It's really pretty cool. And I'm a little disappointed that they managed to get the Count Up Your Crimes and the Let's Go Philip into the Joker memory, and they don't actually have this yelling Fang Strizer when he does the attack, when you do the maximum drive on the Fang memory. But minor detail, because I really think the Fang memory looks cool attached to the belt. But the horn right here, if you tap it once, he'll do the arm blade. It says arm Fang and attack noise. Do it twice and he'll do the shoulder Fang. Oh, okay, well. So I hit it more than 2 times, and so that's the you hit it 3 times and it'll do the maximum drive sound, which you just heard. Two is the shoulder Fang. You hear the boomerang noise and stuff, and then, like I said, 3 times is the maximum drive. And that is what the Fang memory does. It's really cool. I mean, it works with the regular Joker memory or the or the special Joker memory that came with it. So that's kind of cool. I wasn't expecting that when I bought it. So I was just looking for the Fang memory, and it came with that. Yes, you're a loud, noisy robot. Okay, so there he is. Now, also, since I mentioned before, since last time, I have gotten the DX metal memory and the DX trigger memory. So I said we show those off in the belt. We've seen Cyclone Joker and Cyclone Metal and all the other previous ones. I'm just going to show off, just to show you off what they do, I'm just going to show off Heat Metal and Luna Trigger this time. I'm not going to go through every single combination of the Gaia memory. So here's Heat Metal. So there's Heat Metal with his little dun-dun-dun-dun-dun tag, and here's Luna with the trigger tag. And there you go. there's all of the Gaia memories that I have so far for the belt. I do have some of the Capsule memories coming. The Capsule Memory Collection 6, which has all of the main memories, as well as the... they're not DX, they don't light up, but they still make the sounds. And it's got the O's memory. Let's see, the 6 main ones, these 6 main ones, the Cyclone, Joker, Heat Metal, and Luna Trigger. It's got an O's memory, an Amazon memory, an Imagine memory, or Imogen, I don't know how you say it, and an Amazon memory. Did I say Amazon memory already? Or no, Deno Climax Form is the last memory. So, got those coming. But anyway, there it is. There's Fang memory with the special Joker Gaia memory. Indeed. So there's my review. Hope you enjoyed it. It's almost like I knew what I was talking about.